all about Friday. I'm back in the E-Hub. It's a girl Neicy and welcome to Caribbean Entertainment Hub weekly live show E-Hub. Hi Candy, I'm seeing you. So today I'm going to be joined with a very talented duo. They have been in the entertainment space for a very long time now. They go by the name of Full Blown Entertainment, producers, songwriters, and now they're transitioning into becoming artists. So we're going to touch base with them in a little bit. So if you're not familiar with Caribbean Entertainment Hub, it's an entertainment website and platform where we promote everything in entertainment throughout the entire region. So definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram if you're not following us already. And definitely stay updated with everything that is trending in the Caribbean. Hi!
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Yo.
You hear me loud and clearly?
Yeah, you're hearing us, right?
Yes, I am. So, for persons who may not be familiar with Full Blown, Kevin, is the one in the orange and Corey is the one in green, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nicely. So, before we dive into everything, I always had a curious question about it. Because I thought you guys were twins at a point in time, eh? So you're not twins?
Nah, people ask us that plenty times, but nah, just brothers.
Who's older?
I am older, but I look younger.
And Corey does look like he's gonna let you have that one.
Yeah, just leave him.
Can't fight the older brother. You're crazy.
Yeah, to show the respect and thing.
Come on.
All right, guys. So I diving into everything when it comes to both of y'all because y'all are like, when it comes to entertainment, y'all do the work and then disappear from the scene. Nobody knows what goes on behind the scenes of Full Blown Entertainment, right? So I gotta ask the questions that people want to know. So you guys have been a production company, right? You all have been in terms of the production, the singing, songwriting, and stuff like that behind the scenes for how long now?
Started professionally in 2012, so 10 years.
Wow, 10 years. And this year was the first year that you all transitioned into becoming singers in front of the screen.
Yeah.
What made that move? Why you all decided now?
I think we always kind of look at the music industry in a critical way, and like always try to find spaces that we think should be occupied in some way. And in our opinion, we're not bashing anybody or anything, but it's just that we felt like it had a space.
Yeah.
Nah, I just saying, like we felt it had a space for a different kind of sound, a different kind of vibe. Like a lot of what we were seeing and hearing felt like it was just a lot of the same, like everything sounding similar and people copying each other over and over to try to, get a hype or get a party song or whatever.
They're jumping on the trend. People that stayed on whatever trending.
Yeah, so it lacked a certain level of originality in my view, so we just felt like what we do has always been authentic to us, like it's always, you know what I mean, is always us now. And then some of like what we plan to, even this rhythm that we just put out and some of what we plan to release, it may not be what some of the existing artists that we've been working with, etc., might want to do for themselves, So it's like we have what we think is good music, and why not put it out? Like we have nothing to lose where that is concerned, you know what I mean? There are people who will appreciate it, and there are people who wouldn't, but that's it.
I think like you guys, because listening the type of music that you all have contributed to, and for persons who may not be familiar, could you all just give them a little rundown of the catalog that you all have acquired over this decade of being in the production side of things and some of the artists that you guys would have worked with?
So in 2012, the first one that we did was Vibes Garden for Marshall. After that, songs like Mr. Fett, Butler Rum, People's Champion for Benjai. The following year, I'm just skipping through. We did Fog for Marshall. We did Two Real for Coindoba. We did.
One of my faves. One of my faves.
Thank you.
Why is that?
Because I actually sampled it in a song that I did.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
Okay,
the
cool.
melody I sampled.
All right, just checking. Cool.
We did like a
No,
box for Marshall. We did
Cass, a whole heap of songs for
Cass
Cass.
People,
Fallen.
That person's listening to these songs, because I show every single track that you guys called has been top tier when it comes to soca music in the past decade. Like, I don't know people paying attention to the songs that you're calling, right?
Yeah.
Like normal, you're just like, yeah, Cass, yeah, Marshall, yeah.
Now, well, at the end of the day, it's just our style that we were trying to bring into soca. And it was a long journey, because before this 10-year career that we had, it was maybe the next 10 years of hearing no's. You understand?
Okay.
So people were saying, you know, too R&B is not soca enough.
Some of those same songs, by the way.
Yeah, some of those same songs get turned down from.
Ahead of your time. You think that you all were ahead of your time, like trying to introduce something that was so fresh and so new that people wasn't ready to receive it?
I don't think so, because I think people would identify good music. I think it's just that we were approaching the wrong people, and sometimes
people
I feel
scared.
Yeah, people kind of afraid that it will change, and it will change to something that's not their strength. You understand? So some people who garden the gate, so to speak, they kind of, you know, wary of what they're allowing, because then people might take it and leave without me. You understand?
Yeah.
So I felt it was some of that, and luckily we started our career working with Marshall. He was the right person to give us that endorsement and let people know that, hey, this is good music that these guys are doing. And then all of a sudden, everybody wants songs from us, the same songs. Yeah.
All right, nicely. So now you guys are artists. You have your debut single, which I am enjoying. I especially like the visuals. We're gonna come to the visuals in a little bit, but really good melody. God, this is nothing new to you guys. You've been doing this religiously, but like hearing a different voice, you know, Kevin, sing this time, like it's so fresh. It's like a fresh concept, and now that you're diving into like the artist thing, it's like a fresh air, a fresh voice, a fresh, you know, tone and everything. So how is that? And Corey, will we be hearing from you? Because we've noticed here that's instrumenting throughout everything. So will you be giving some vocals as well?
Yeah, I will. Throughout, Kevin has been the one to sing our demos and that kind of thing. So he kind of really used to that. He found his voice through all those years of, you know, recording himself right through. So naturally, when we started to create for ourselves, I would do the music, he would do the writing and singing. So, you know, most of what we have to come soon would be him singing. But we have some where I would be doing vocals as well. So. Yeah, of course.
I'm seeing Sunrise City in the comments saying that they love the video and the concept as well. So let's touch on this video, because I had to watch it a few times to understand what was happening, right? I was like, wait, what? Oh, I thought it was like somebody gonna wake up from a dream at the end of it. I was like, no, this guy is like, it's two videos happening at the same time.
Yeah.
That's very creative. Who came up with that concept?
We both kind of brainstormed where that was concerned. I can't remember who started. I remember a day he was like, we had to be vagrants, boy. Like, just like that. Just like that. We had to be vagrants. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, we had to be vagrants. And I think that kind of helped push it, you know, because initially I wanted it to be, no, I think after he said that, I mentioned that I wanted it to be like, you know, even though we pour in the video or we don't have nothing, we don't view life that way. So everything that we seeing, well, particularly me, because you see me most in the video, but you know, everything that I'm seeing is really what I perceive myself to be, which is to be just a regular person with a lot to offer, you know, but everybody else seeing me for what I might look like, you know, being the vagrant and all that. So that's why you see little shots in the glass where I'm standing as a vagrant, but in the reflection you'd see me, right? So yeah, so that's what we try to capture basically. So everything that, you know, when I met Miss Lyons in the video, which I want to say was really nice of her to do.
Yeah, big up Terry, man. Big up Terry. And big
Yeah.
up Spine on the Life. Big up Tedison John. Big up Roy Simmons. I seeing a bunch of other people here, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, you know, everything that, all my interaction with her, you see the two sides of it now. Like what she might have been seeing, but what I really thinking was happening. So she give me a little sandwich and I take it to mean that we having a little dinner together. That kind of vibe now. So,
But
and, you
I
know,
just think the concept behind it is I've never seen anything like that. And I thought it was like y'all brought it to somebody and they did it. Knowing that y'all created that, now I'm wondering if you're going into that videography side of things because people want fresh ideas. People want something that they never see before when it comes to visual. And to hear the song and then to see y'all translate that to that kind of visual, it's so unique and you're not expecting that. Most people would take the safe route and just do something, you know, what they're
normal,
accustomed
the
to.
usual.
Yeah.
And that's not what we want to do at all, you know what I mean? And I must say big up to Titan who shot the video, you know what I mean? Because we came to him with the concept and he was able to execute it, you know, better than I expected really, because I know some parts might have been tough for him to do, but yeah, I was really pleased with the outcome.
So what I want to ask now, like if artists interested in having you all be the creative, you know, eyes for visuals and stuff, is that something you'll add into your services?
I mean, if you walk with a bag,
It's actually something that we always been doing. It's just that we don't really blow our trumpet and say, hey, we do this, we do that, we do the other. For example, 2013, Marshall's performance for Fog, we actually did his performance for him. We put it together with the sailors, with the powder, with the everything. Voice Chase the Life, we did that one as well. So it's something like we have a lot of concepts in our minds and we bring it to life. It's up to the artist to trust us and think that is worth it at the end of the day. But if not, then that's fine because we have our own music that we could put concepts to and we would have fun doing that as well.
All right. I like how y'all break it down, kept on make shamble bag. You know, so guys, yeah, definitely put the bag in again. Y'all set the bar very high with this first release. I find that from visuals to the fact that nobody knew y'all were gonna just drop a song on us and then drop a song with fresh creative. Y'all set the bar high. So what does the follow up to this look like?
We have now we won't consider ourselves soca artists. So we are going to try to plot our course in a way where we don't allow people to put us into that bracket of just doing soca. And it's not that we have anything against soca. It's just that we feel we have a lot more to offer. We feel we have a lot more topics to touch on. And so we want to show people that side of Trinidad's music where we could branch off to a lot of other things. We could sing about a lot of other topics that more relatable than just the festival of Carnival. You understand? And we definitely want to release music all year round because we're not really about the getting booked for feta and that kind of thing. We're just about creating music and wanting people to hear it and enjoy it. That's our focus. If people feel to book us to come and perform our music, then fine. But we're not going to create music that we think would get us bookings for fets.
And just to say, I mean, by the list of things that you guys do you all really need to perform to add? I think like you all have a very wide repertoire of stuff. Not saying that y'all not going to be performing, but I think your hands full.
Yeah,
I really think.
I feel like we could probably, I mean, it will take some planning and some doing, but I feel like we could create our own space to do something the way we want to do it, as opposed to just being booked to go somewhere where they already set up the stage however they want, they have their lighting how they want, they have everything the way they want, and they kind of expecting you to go and do what everybody else doing, which is jump and we swing around a rag or whatever. And that's not, that's not our vibe now. You know what I mean? Like, it have a space for everything now, and that is exactly what we want to show. Like, it have a space for all different styles within this music industry. Like, it's not just that one lane. But people obviously would see the success of a lot of people who have been in that lane and think, well, all right, maybe to be successful, I have to do that. But we're trying to show another way, and so maybe we have to create our own space and try and get other people on board who have the same mindset and who have the same vision, and to display a lot of what we have, because we have a lot of stuff there. Maybe we had to ask people to, like, what they want to hear from us, whether they want next soca or whether they want something else, because we just have things and it's like, what should we do?
He says casually. He says casually. We just have things.
Yeah, we just have things there. You know what I mean? Like,
and to add to what Kevin was just saying, we have a lot of discussions of this kind of thing, him and I, and we were just looking at the fact that people like Roddy Ricch, for example, a rapper, he has performances with a live orchestra backing him. People like Burna Boy, he's an Afrobeats artist, and he as well has performances with a live orchestra. If you think about soca, who has that? Maybe only Marshall Montano, and that is maybe only for Marshall Monday. So once a year, we are privileged to see that. But it shouldn't be that way. We should be able to dabble in all sorts of things and experiment with all types of moods in soca music. But you see, it becomes difficult to do that if you're catering to the up-tempo, high-energy vibe mainly. Then certain instruments can't marry with that. And certain types of songs can't marry with that. So we want to make sure and leave it broad, where we could, show our lyrical ability, our production skills, like just have fun with the music, and hope that people who listen have fun as well.
Roy says he wants R&B, and Question Mark Entertainment says a summer song. So, you're getting options.
Well, Question Mark Entertainment is our management, so we had to listen.
So what they say, so they want the summer. So you guys know that you're full blown entertainment is taking over summer. It's going to be a full blown summer.
That is a good hashtag too, full blown summer, yeah.
Listen, I want my 5%. I want my 5%. Like, no only you want it back. Okay, I drop
it. Yeah. We understand.
I feel like on Roy's side though. I want the R&B.
I didn't hear you.
I feel like on Roy's side though, I strain away from management. I feel like what the R&B, but
why you trying to suck my cash flow?
Well, no, it's not that. Probably we could do both then. All right.
Listen. R&B already had this space partner. Let me develop this summer thing now.
All right.
The wet and dry season thing that we just call summer now.
Right. All right, cool.
So I had a little error in the earlier when I called Kevin, because I just probably thought you was related to Kevin Hart now. Just straighten that out.
I just get that all the time, Like every time I travel and I pull out my passport, somebody, hey, Kevin Hart traveling, boy. Oh boy. Stop it now, please.
And I saw in the video you all had a aerial shot of Eddie Hart's ground. So is there some relation there as well?
Yeah, that's our grandfather. Our father's father, yeah.
So y'all are home. Y'all are really, really home.
That was part of it too now. Is like to show where we come from, to show our journey in a sense, like, our roots, we simple. Like I said in the song too, man are cool, man are simple. That's just how we are now. So everything was really kind of well thought out, props to me.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I'm now getting a taste of the personalities, right?
Mm.
So although I know Kevin on the social front, but they still come across a bit shy. But hearing you interact, like I could tell that you're a bit of a comedian. And we could see that Corey is like the level head, like Corey just making sure everything is on track. This is sorry, and just keep
You have
come
it
back
spot
home.
on. You have it spot on. Spot
Like,
on.
them psychology classes, help a little bit. That help
Yeah,
a
nah,
little
you're really
bit.
good. You're really good.
In case this entertainment thing I work out, you'll see me opening some kind of therapist office.
Yeah. Kevin is the one to not take serious at all. And I'm the one who, would bring everything back together. Yeah.
You see, I feel like Kevin had to talk to me because I feel like although you did it in the video, I feel like that illusion thing is a real thing now. So we need to have a chat to make right? We just need to touch base and make sure, we in reality most of the time. Cool?
Now we actually real similar, like people who really know us know that. And what we have on right now is an example of that.
Yeah, boy.
We is always dressed alike without even talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, that's why Sequoia was twins.
No, it's a thing that has happened and we never ever talk about it. But it always happens. I don't know why. When I reached the studio, I was like, I just started to laugh because I was like, why this man? Like, how? But yeah, so we real similar, to be honest, and I think like we have this good cop bad cop thing going on where we practice that sometimes now, boy. So depending on the situation, it could be any one of us. You never know. You know what I mean? So.
But he have the face for the bad cop. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I feel like 90% of the time that's your thing, Kevin. I feel like 90, like
Correct.
10% maybe. Not even the full 10 is Corey. Like that's a 5% on a good day, and then 5% that's left up in the air to see if you want to grab.
You're spot on again.
I tell it, listen, therapist thing. I feel like I'll open an office. Let's say it. Like you're have people on entertainment services that I could do the therapy with the artists when they come in, just make it therapy. And somebody, before they go into the booth now, so we don't want them going in there with bad vibes.
Right.
That could work. That could work.
You see, it's a room for all of us here. All of us to get this bag. All of us to get this bag, right? All of us to get this bag. So, any plans to travel? I see like the places are opening back up a bit. Entertainment is somewhat coming back. We can't say normal as yet because it's far from it, but any plans to like travel and do music with other creatives? I mean, you don't have to travel to do it, but any plans of traveling to connect on network?
Yeah, you actually have to travel to do it.
Okay.
And I would say why? Because what we want to do, especially when you're trying to dabble in genres outside of soca and collaborate with people outside of soca, to them is like outer sight, outer mind. So if you're not in their face, they have access to a million other talented people right where they are. And so when we come back home, it's always a reset. And then we have to go back there and it's like reintroducing yourself and have to prove all over again that you're talented and you deserve to be in their space. So really and truly, you have to be out there. You have to be rubbing shoulders with those people right through, like who you want to work with, even in Trinidad. And a prime example, our management was actually making this point to us. In the Kanye West documentary, Kanye was living in Chicago. He was already in the States, and still he moved to New York. You understand? Because he knew that he knew that he had to be there with the people who he wanted to work with. So just imagine for us who from the Caribbean, we don't even have a track record like Kanye. If we say we won 5 soca monarchs in a row, they would laugh. They would be like, what's that? They don't even know what a soca monarch is. You understand? So more than ever, we really need to be out there. So, I mean, it's something that we want to do. And along with management, we planning to try and make it work, make it happen. Because we want to take our natural style and apply it to out there, mix the soca with the R&B and the hip-hop and that kind of thing. Yeah, and I think we'd come up with some interesting stuff. So definitely have plans to travel.
Well said, well said. I like that you all touched on breaking it down and how the way that you all evaluate in terms of the creative space. I'm guessing because most people, anybody could be an artist today. I'm not throwing shade or anything like that, but most people, as soon as a trend come out, once you could hop on a beat and do something and you have a strong social media following, it's a hit. But what I'm hearing when you guys talk, you all focus a lot more on the actual art. You know, it being really, really organic and really about the musicianship and also the business dynamic and understanding the industry and really staying focused on what is the vision for Full Bloom, right? So what advice would you all give artists, whether established, up and coming new artists in terms of getting into music, how to kind of stick to the art, you know, not just be hopping on trends, how to be true to themselves and how to kind of create from a place where you're adding quality instead of quantity?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, to be honest, like there's a lot of ways to go about different things, right? So it depends on what your vision is, to be honest. Like there are a lot of people who don't really care about longevity or anything like that in the industry. They just want to make a quick dollar, or they want to be popular, or whatever is your motivation. That would determine really how you go about what you're trying to do. For us, it has never been about, like, we only recently started doing interviews and that kind of thing. It was never
I
about
know.
being famous. It was never about, trying to, be the face of the industry or anything like that. We really always cared about the products that we put out, that our name is on, attached to, you know what I mean? So, and that's why I could say too that we just have real thing there now, because plenty times if it not exactly the way we want it, we just take our time to keep crafting, keep making it better. And but that's because our vision is to make sure that what we put out is something that we very proud of, and we want it to be applicable to, we want many people to feel like it could be their song, like it, whether you're young, whether you're old, we want things that are very relatable to people now, to the masses. So because that's our vision, we approach it in that way. I will not hate on anybody who about the hype and who about, who on the latest trends. I mean, that's cool. It have a space for that too, It's all good if that's what you want to do. But if you really want to, last a while in the industry, two things I would say: focus on your product and focus on the business side of it as well. Don't ever get lost in the creative side so that you forget the business side, because it's called the music business for a reason. I mean, you could create all the best things, but if your business wrong, yeah.
A lot of people forget the business. I'm seeing Camila. I hope I'm pronouncing the name
Yeah,
correctly.
I
Is
just saw
asking
the question there, and yes, we would,
Soulful.
she was asking if we would dabble in smooth, soulful type of jazz music now.
Oh.
Yeah, we definitely would. We always think that melody is the thing that really captivates the audience. Sometimes people don't know the words to the song yet, but they would hum the melody because that is what kind
That's
of
me. That's
sink
me.
into. Yeah. So we definitely feel that we have a unique sense of melody to bring to soca music and to bring to Caribbean music in general. And I don't know where it come from. It's just, I guess, based on what our parents used to listen to and we grew up listening to, and how we
Like
apply it in our music.
who are some of the people you all grew up listening to, courtesy mom and dad?
It's Dad was really the music man, to be honest. He really loved music. So
It's real old music though, real disco era stuff. And
yeah. Stylistics and them kind of thing, like them old school bands and that kind of thing. So
I'm just gonna nod like I know what you're speaking about. Like, yes, well said. I remember.
well, you need to check out the stylistics. But yeah, and then coming forward, when we start to decide what we want to listen to, it was R&B mainly. So you have the R. Kelly, the Boyz II Men, the Mary J. Blige, that kind of vibes. We again melody and lyrical content, because these songs would be hits, classics that would last for decades and that kind of thing. And that is what we want to do. That is the type of music that we would want to create. So yeah, but to answer your question about, advice to people who want longevity and that kind of thing, I think within soca, and I touched on it earlier, the money in soca is really from live performances. So the artists are the real winners in this whole soca scene. And to me, that motivates the artists to want certain types of songs, which will get them bookings, to get them the money.
Yeah.
So then when they approach the creatives, they request certain types of songs. So then the creatives now are under pressure to make certain types of songs, because nobody want to really hear that love song, because that love song ain't gaining effect, you understand? So why even spend time creating those slower love songs in soca when no artist really going to buy it from you? So
Yeah.
I think that things are changing though, because I think that with the advancement of technology, music is easily accessible to everybody. And I always say that, like, it's a competition for your time. So I could go on Apple Music and I could decide to click on Drake, or I could click on Bungie Garlin. You understand? And so it depends on my mood. It depends on what I feel would be relatable to me right now. And if we only singing about things that are relatable to the carnival period, then most times when the carnival is over, the listeners are going to switch off to something else. You understand? Yeah. Because that music not connecting with them anymore. So to me, it's really about understanding the listeners that you're catering to, because it's not just about making music that you love. You're still trying to reach the listeners or your target audience as well. Because you could create music and just listen to it on your computer at home, but that's not what we're doing it for. You understand? So it's to find the right balance. Also, Kevin touched on it, where you need to have your own identity. I heard Nicki Minaj speak on it the other day, where she was talking about if you jump on every trend, then your fans don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
And to me, that is why most of the soca artists have to reset every year for Carnival. Because it's like you had a hot song last year, but they don't believe that you are a hot artist. You just had a hot song. And so this year, so this year they wanted to bring a hot song again. And every year they focusing on your song. They're not focusing on you.
Yeah.
And I think we need to change that if we want to appeal to the masses, if we want the soca scene to become a soca industry. And it's not just the creators, but we have the responsibility as well. But even the listeners, in terms of supporting and streaming, even the promoters, like, we all have to up our game, because we're competing with everybody else, the wider world. And it's not just a niche thing anymore. Like, we really have to go out there and prove that we have the talent to stand side by side with anybody else.
So I'm hearing the gems being dropped, and then I remember you all would have been on a panel some years ago on Decibel when you all spoke about stuff similar as well. So I think, seeing that you all are you're so deep in a lot of the aspects of entertainment, do you all think that is something you all want to go into in terms of like educating and sharing the information that you're sharing here, like who knows, probably doing like a masterclass when it comes to soca music business and marketing and being a creative and stuff like that. That's kind of getting the information out there, because people can't do what they don't know, and I think it's really, really good information, because most of the times people coming in and they're just listening to what everybody's saying, and the sources could be off, really, really off. So you think that is something you all might be interested in, probably writing a little book, the soca scene. So then the soca scene into the soca industry. Let's say, share the info.
Well, I can say for sure that our management is currently organizing that, in terms of us starting to do, offer things like that, like workshops and that kind of thing, because as you said, people can't do what they don't know. And things are like information is so here and there in soca that it really it needs people to bring it all together and offer it to people that, hey, if you want to pursue this, then these are your options. These are the earning options, you know, like, yeah. So we definitely plan to get into those kind of things.
Okay, nicely. Just putting it out there that I'm dropping ideas as well, so I expect a bag.
Yeah, somehow I know that was coming, eh? I know that was coming.
You know, like just making sure everybody feeling happy and fulfilled and you know, they feeling like they're getting what they deserve with this platform, you know?
Yeah,
Kevin started it there. Kevin, I was here, I was coming and give you all this stuff for free. But
Right.
the bag and the mixer, and I was like, why not? Why not? You know? So
well, that's between you and him. That's between you and him.
Well, you see, that is what we're here to do. We here to make sure everybody get a bag. That's what we wanted to do. In the earlys, when we started writing, we burn to learn, you know. Is like we burn to learn. I'm telling you, like
we have stories to tell about that.
Yeah, so. But you know, we can't say it in public yet. You know, but
it will be coming soon. It will be coming soon.
But that might have to be in the book for real. For real. Yeah. But you know, we always try to make sure that anybody we work with, that especially, you know, young artists or anybody new to the industry, that, you know, we kind of try to show them what's the right way to go about it, you know what I mean, so that they won't have to go through what we went through. Because to be honest, it's terrible that we want soca to reach somewhere, but then, you know, the approach to the people who really have to come up with you, I mean, if you tear them down, we're not going to reach anywhere, you know what I mean? So the whole approach really has to change.
Has to change. You think we're moving in the right direction though? You think you're seeing any change happening that pointing us in that direction?
Yeah, I think well, personally, yeah, I would say so. In terms of a lot of the youths seem to have a kind of togetherness. I mean, having said that, sometimes it's easy to be like that when you're coming up, and then as soon as somebody make it, then it's a whole different story. So, but you know, we're hopeful that things change. Everybody could only kind of concentrate on yourself and how you approach it and how you deal with other people, and then hopefully, you know what I mean, everybody will catch on eventually.
I think creatively, I'm happy to see the younger generation experiment a lot more. A lot of subgenres are coming out of our music, and so I like that, because it shows that they are brave enough to try it, even though they don't even know if there's a market for it. It means that they're not motivated by money. They just want to express their creativity in that way. And to me, that's how you should start. That should be your motivation, and then from there, everything would fall in line. And so I think that's great. It's just now to fine-tune the sound, to find the right sound, the right blend and that kind of thing. But they already have that mindset now. So they're actually making me feel old already. And but that's good. That's good, because we always need to evolve with the rest of the world and the rest of the world's music.
Well
said. So we're about to wind down.
Who winded
Not
down?
us.
Who winded down? You?
This is that kind of show.
Well, is you said it?
Then we're coming to the end of this beautiful conversation.
That's what I meant. Okay.
But before I go though, like I remember some years ago, you all had this tradition where you would dress to play football.
That have nothing to do with our music.
How that comes?
Let me have my moment here. Because I don't know when I'll be seeing you all in the public space, because you all have a tendency to just disappear again. So let me ask my questions, okay? So you guys, for you all who don't know, they have a tradition where they play it's New Year's football or something like that.
Yes. So New Year's Eve.
New Year's football, but they're dressed in women's clothes. And listen, what I tell you,
no.
What kills the fashion?
Wait. That's not the tradition. That's not the tradition. No. Listen. So it started with my grandfather and some of his friends, right? Like way back. And so it is called the Old Clothes Football Match. So the tradition is to wear your old clothes to enter the new year, so to speak, right? So you're wearing anything besides football clothes, you're wearing that to play the football game.
But
It's just
I
supposed to
saw
be
someone in a dress.
right. So just now, so it's kind of evolved from wearing your old clothes to wearing maybe your wife old clothes or your sister old clothes. It's all kind of things. So, and that actually used to bring the crowd, like crowds of people would come and just to watch the game and have fun and laugh, and the news stations and yeah.
We need more of this outside of Olias. This is entertaining. I saw like a little clip here and there. And I was like, where could I see this? This is entertaining.
Not
running dresses, and this was very entertaining.
Yeah. That's a good vibe. That's a good vibe.
Unfortunately, COVID mashed it up for 2 years.
Somebody's saying, Breezy is saying, so Juve, but for New Year's.
yeah. No mud, no oil, no paint and powder, but yeah, just football. Juve football.
Well, you guys, I just wanted to say I enjoyed the conversation a lot. We should definitely do this again, probably when you all drop this summer song that's coming, this summer song that's on its way. We're looking forward to the visuals because, as I said, you all set the bar very high with Full of Love. So I want to see how you're going to follow up to that. And I will be trolling in the comments if you all don't come to there. I will create bots and I will be in the comments, be like, what the hell is this?
No, and we need that. Listen, if there's one thing people know us for, is about honesty in the music, because you could never hone your skills if people just keep telling you, yes, everything you do is good. So we need people to be critiques. We need people to say, nah, I ain't feeling this one, or I ain't feeling that vibe, and say why. You understand? So we understand, well, nah, maybe we get it wrong this time. We could go back to the drawing board. So yeah, we definitely welcome that.
So I'll be taking my troll
Yeah.
Right? Where could we find where could we find you all as individuals, where we could find you all as a collective, and where could we find music and whatnot?
All right, so we have our YouTube channel, which we plan to populate a lot more, because we have a lot of content, like things that would surprise you all. Trust me. Okay. So we have our YouTube.
Is that strictly music?
No, it's not strictly music. We have a lot of other stuff as well. Behind the scenes, making of songs, like a bunch of things. From way back from Fog with Marshall, from Vibes Garden to Like a Boss, to all those things that people never got the stories for. As well as just other experiences and stories in the industry. It's just a lot. It's just a lot to look forward to. Trust me, you all would love it. So the YouTube account is Full Blown Official, which is the same as the Instagram page here. We have our individual Instagrams, which Kevon's is Skills, SKILLZ _FB. Mine is Corey _FB, KORY. We have a Facebook page that is not really in use. So I wouldn't really tell people to go on that one.
At least your others. At least your others.
And the Twitter handles is the same as our personal Instagram handles. So we give trouble on there from time to time.
Could also email if you need to contact us on some business, on some bag stuff. You could email fullblownbusiness @gmail.com.
Okay. Yeah. Before I go though, how y'all came up with the name Full Blown? What's that about?
We decided when we decided that we'll do this professionally, we were like, all right, cool. So what would our name be? And for weeks we've been just thinking and coming up with all sorts of things, but nothing really ring a bell like that now. And then one day we were in studio and we were just talking about, what do you want to offer to people? And we say we don't want to just be songwriters. We don't want to just be producers. We want to do management. We want to do, like artist development. We want to do visuals, like all that kind of thing. So we say we want to offer people a full-blown product. And as soon as that was said, like everybody just stopped and was like, yeah, full-blown. And that was the name. So Full Blown Entertainment ended up being the name. So, we known as FBE or Full Blown or whatever. Yeah.
I felt like if I was in that meeting as well, when you all said that, I would have been like, yeah. I would have been to say, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it would have been right up my alley of, you know, creative.
Right.
If you all want to give me a bag just to
No, thank you. No, thank you.
just agreeing. I
No,
was just
thank you.
agreeing.
No, thank you.
No.
A plastic bag?
Big up to our cousin Eddie who joined the live all the way from New York. Eddie, big up, man. Sending some
Nice.
claims there.
Well, you guys, this was a very interesting and informative conversation. I'm definitely going to be in my bag a lot more, seeing that all this potential is here. But on a real though, I really do appreciate seeing you all as artists now. Corey, we're still waiting to hear them vocals.
Yeah, don't worry yourself. I have a frog in my throat. So as soon as I get out, vocals one time. Yeah.
I have my people call you all people that will figure this thing out.
Right.
Guys, stay tuned. They have this summer song coming. It's a hit. You don't know the name, but it's a hit. And the video is going to be fire. This video is going to be.
Of course.
If you all thought full of love was it, stay tuned to this summer song. It's going to be vibe. It's going to be a full-blown summer.
And before we go to, I want to big up the other artist who was on the Palm Wine Rhythm with us because
Tedison John.
Yeah, Tedison John, GBM, Neutron, and Kerwin Dubois. Like in this journey, you can't go anywhere by yourself. And some people been supportive of us, you know, some people not so supportive, but I always think that is important when people lend, you know, their strengths to the things that you're doing, you know, you can't forget those people. And
definitely.
So I want to publicly say, you know, a big thank you to those guys who decided to hop on the rhythm with us, you know. We tried for other people and it didn't work out. Sorry?
Was this your first rhythm?
That we solely produced? Yeah.
In soca, yeah.
In soca, yeah. So, yeah.
Awesome.
And before we leave, big up the Soca Source as well. I don't know if people are familiar with that page, but that page provides a lot of details and
chat. I didn't even know Soca was chatting and stuff.
Everything Soca, and we need more of that. We need more of that because they really support the genre. So big them up and go follow them.
Yeah, I just get my stats and stuff from the Soca Source. So thank you guys for making my research very easy. You know, just putting that out there. So y'all should probably get our bag too. That's it. You know,
we just giving out bags, all right.
Just giving out bags, right? We don't know what's in the bag, but we have bags. Bags, right? You guys keep up the amazing work. Don't be a stranger. As soon as y'all have new music, send it to Caribbean Entertainment Hub. Well, just send me a WhatsApp and let me share as well. Don't be a stranger, guys. Keep up the great work, and we look forward to seeing what y'all do as a production company. We're looking forward to seeing you all behind, you know, artists, videos and stuff, then in that creative support. What else we discussed on this live again? You'll have the book coming, and you'll have this tour coming where you're going to be dropping gems and stuff with the workshops and master classes.
Right.
You know, we're going to be introducing full-blown therapy before studio sessions. Like that.
Yeah.
You know, so let's keep it going.
Thanks for having us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
This was great.
Yes, and in case you guys missed the live, it's going to be saved and shared on our YouTube channel, and then you could visit the website next week to get like a write-up of all the things that we discussed. You know, the guys giving me work, but small thing. And you definitely drop your handles so people could go across and follow. We'll have a great evening, everybody, and next week, stay tuned to see who will be joining us on the eHub.
Thanks everyone for logging in. Thank you for having us. Take care.
Yo, that's my longest interview. I was on this for a whole 50 minutes. Wow.
So we can real talk.
Yeah, apparently, but it was very good.
All right, yeah.